Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build that part. This is one technique. I'm going to make it easy for me. So I'm going to start with the drafts. So that's under refine. And under refine we have the draft command. And we can select the top surface to work from. And if I hit faces to draft are going to be all four sides here, not the top surface. So don't grab the top surface, grab the four sides we want to put a draft on. And I'll just do a 15-degree angle so you can actually see it. Now the neutral plane is going to be the top. So from the top down, it's going to add 15 degrees. Oh no. Why is my rotate not working? Okay, so it's going to add 15 degrees there of material. So when I select OK, kind of gives you that cylinder block look. Now I'm going to create a fillet on the outside edges of 2 inches. And I could rotate this part around, or I could go to my view, shade with hidden lines. And then just grab it right through the part. And then I will select the top surface and go 1 inch on the top. So I change the value to 1 inch and hit preview. And unfortunately what happens is it changes everything at once. So I'm going to come back, I'm going to double click this, I'll change it to 2. And then I hit preview. And again, it's just changing everything at once. Okay? So I'm going to cancel that. We're going to do our fillet on the top surface at 1 inch. Do our fillet around the sides. And on the Word doc, you're going to tell me why I did this wrong. What was the order I should have done this in? Oh shoot, I was supposed to change that to 2. Let's try it again. Fillets 2 inches on the back edge, on these front edges. Select OK. Gives me that error, and I had you write down that error before. Why is the error coming up? I'm curious to see if you know. In the documents you can document what I did wrong, but here I can clearly see that the order is in the wrong. I'm in the wrong order, and before you've been taught to just delete it and start over, but we just learned a new trick recently where if I meant to do fillet 1 after fillet 2, I can just drag and drop, and I switch the order, and just like that, everything's fine with the fillets. We can go back to model, and I can do a shell, add 1/8 of an inch, I meant to do that in the wrong order. Let's say I did the shell after the draft, and I went ahead and shelled that. When I go to create the next fillet, if I do this as the define and work object and show you that next fillet, it's going to do that. It's like freaking out because it's removing the material on the inside that hasn't been offset. So when you do your shell, it's offsetting your material or your outside surfaces. So if I put the shell in after that fillet, everything's fine. Okay, and then I right click, no, I drag this after this one, and then that one will be fine. So the order of selection would be to do the outside fillet first, then the top fillet, the lateral fillets, and then the top fillets. You tell me why in the Word document. Why did I have to do the side ones first? And I'm going to go ahead and pop in the hole. Dang, I forgot to. I'm going to delete. I'm going to pretend like I didn't do my shell yet. So I'm going to make this the in-work object. It's as if the shell doesn't even exist. Okay, see there's no shell in there. That's just a solid block right now on the bottom. I'm just going to quickly pop in a hole, and I'm just going to aim. Let's go view, top view. I'm going to aim for the center, close enough, and I'll go 3 inches, and we'll do up to last. Whoops, up to last. Let's go 5 inches to make it a little bit easier to see the hole. Select OK. I popped the hole in it. Okay, now if I make the shell, if I had done the shell last, do define in work object, see what happened there? I made like a keyboard button or Lego or something, okay? So if I wasn't aiming for that, what you got to do is do the hole before you do the shell. So I could erase the shell, erase the hole, and redo everything in a different order, or I could just slide and drop it down to a new order. And now that little post is gone, and that's the end result I was going for on this one. Okay, so you can see my specification tree how I did that. You guys go ahead and give that a shot.